Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new here. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans. Actually, this is Pro Wrestling Logic, where we discuss a variety of pro wrestling related topics and live events and old events. This is the Superstars of Wrestling Series for March 4th, 1995. We open with the 1-2-3 Kid and facing off against Enhancement Talent. 1-2-3 Kid facing off here against Bob Cook. Kid comes in, hits a couple of flying clotheslines and some martial arts kicks, and hits the moonsault for the victory. Really quick match there, and ultimately also features Psycho Sid on the Heartbreak Hotel, as it were. A pretty basic match here, and ultimately, 1-2-3 Kid, still a babyface at the time, still trying to make his way into some degree of decent nature with the fans. Then we go to Kama defeating Chris Nelson. Kama, of course, doing the Supreme Fighting Machine gimmick, super basic stuff, nothing necessarily worth writing home about. But Kama does a bunch of, he hits a belly-to-belly suplex, more striking knees and other strikes, punches, and quick strikes there, and ultimately manages to hit a overall run, and ultimately gets a quick victory with a modified chinlock choke type thing, trying to look like UFC, but not quite getting there by any stretch of the imagination. We then go to the next in series, and of course, all of this getting ready for WrestleMania 11 at the onset of April, and April 2nd of that year. Of course, Superstars, I guess you'd say B show at this point, with Challenge being the C show. Mainly the reason to say that is because Monday Night Raw has replaced as the A show, and the weekly, and this is back before Raw got to be a really horrible show by every stretch of the imagination. Anyway, we go to the next in series of squash matches here, and as mentioned, Kama does the Supreme Fighting Machine gimmick, getting the victory there relatively quickly. Trying to already kind of get him ready for The Undertaker, although doesn't really get him right there. Amazing to me that at the time I did not recognize him as the winner, or the former Papa Shango. Bam Bam Bigelow does a Slim Jim commercial after Kama beats his opponent with the STF, and they're kind of already teasing the idea that Kama might go after the Undertaker. Certainly, he wants more than average level of competition here, and we go in a pretty basic run there. Henry O. Godwin, otherwise known as Hog, is here, and he is out to face off against a couple of people. There is, an enhancement match for him. Punch kick, very basic. Hits the kind of gator roll, slop drop sort of thing. Leroy Howard is the man he is facing at the given moment, and ultimately hitting a go around there. Then we go to, he hits kind of the slop drop, gets the victory. Oddly enough, next match on the docket, Man on a Mission, Mabel Ann Moe defeating Dennis Knight, a.k.a. the man who would later become Midian, the man who would also become Phineas Godwin, and the Black Phantom. A lot of people wouldn't necessarily look at him and think he had done enhancement work here in 1995, but in fact he had. Man on a Mission, pretty basic punch kick offense and a couple of body slams. The spin kick by Mabel, and ultimately the splash. Basic squash match here. This is pretty much around the time that they start to have heelish tendencies, as by June, Mabel is your king of the ring. Then we go to WrestleMania Report. They start plugging WrestleMania, the Diesel and Shawn Michaels match. Obviously on top, Lawrence Taylor, and none other than the benefit of Uh, Shawn Michaels and Diesel, and Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow. King Kong Bundy with the $1 Million Man against Butch Long. Just about what you'd expect that match to be, which is a complete squash. Bundy in there for less than 2 minutes, drops the elbow, big splash, avalanche in the corner, 1, 2, 3, over we go. And Lex Luger defeating Sonny Pruitt. Luger hits a couple of clotheslines and puts the man up in a torture rack in less than 4 minutes. Super basic match, and a match that, or a show that is rather inconsequential. We'll be back with more right after this.